All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning and Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining me today. So good to see all you. For today's practice, take your time. Get comfortable lying on your back, however you want to get there. Do it like a pillow for your head or support under your lower back. Do whatever feels best for you. You can allow your eyes to close if you would like. And we're going to begin today's practice just focusing on your breath. Take 5 intentional breaths, being fully aware of each inhale and each exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, think back to the past year you had. Think about the challenges you overcame. Think about the strength you found. Think about all the good memories you made and all the love you shared. Find those feelings of happiness and carry them with you through today's practice. Place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. And take a deep inhale, filling your stomach, filling your lungs, and then take in a bit more air. And release. Sigh out through your mouth. Take another deep and full inhale this way. Letting your stomach fill. And sigh it out. Take 2 more breaths this way at your own pace. And after your last exhale, return to your natural breath and let your arms fall back to your sides. From here, bend both your knees, placing your feet flat on the mat. And begin taking gentle movements, rocking your knees back and forth. Kind small windshield wipers. These can be as deep to the ground or as shallow towards the ceiling as you would like. And hug both your knees into your chest. Hug them as tight as you can. And once again, take any movements you would like. Rock back and forth. Gently massage your back. If you would like here, you can do happy baby. Grab onto your toes or your heels, whatever feels best for you. And returning your knees to center. Return your feet back to the mat with your knees bent. Fly your arms out straight on either side, creating a T shape. And then drop your knees all the way over to your right hand side. So we're gonna hold here for a moment in time. If you would like, you can gaze over your left shoulder. Begin taking those full and deep belly breaths. Feeling the gentle massage through your midsection. And we'll hold here for 3 more breaths. Take one last deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly unwind back to center. Both your feet flat on the mat. And this time, drop your knees over to the left-hand side, gazing over towards your right hand. We're holding here for another moment in time, focusing on your breath. And we're going to take 3 more sets of breath on this side, taking those full belly breaths for each one. And one last deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly return back to center. Now, with both your feet on the ground, place your right foot on top of your left thigh, creating that number 4 shape. And you can hold here, pressing into your knee to deepen that stretch. If you would like a deeper stretch, press both your hands behind your left thigh and hold. And once again, we're holding here for a moment in time, finding that gentle stretch, finding that gentle hip opener, and sending your breath to any tightness you feel in your muscles. And holding for 2 more sets of breath. One last deep inhale. And exhale, release and slowly lower your leg. Across your right leg. And repeat on the other side, pressing your left leg over. Press into your knee, deepen that stretch a little bit. Allow yourself to feel the space you're creating in your lower stomach, and let your breath travel there. Then clasp your hands behind your right thigh and gently hold. And we're going to hold for 2 more sets of breath. One last deep inhale. And exhale, slowly lower both your legs down. Keeping your knees bent and finding that bridge pose. Place both your hands palms down next to your hips. And on our next inhale, we're going to lift our hips up towards the ceiling. So deep inhale and lift. Once you reach the top of your bridge, take a deep full belly breath and exhale. Slowly lower 1 vertebrae at a time, starting in your upper spine. We're going to take 2 more sets of these movements. So on the inhale, go up and hold for 1 more deep breath. And exhale, slowly lower. Take 1 more set at your own pace. And once you're back to center, you can drop your left leg and hug just your right knee into your chest. Take any movements you would like here. Make circles with your ankle or your knee. You can gently rock back and forth, whatever you feel your body needs. And when you're ready, return to stillness. Return back to center if you were rocking back and forth. Place your left hand on your knee. Reach your right arm out to your side. And take a deep and full inhale. And as you exhale, drop your knee over to the left side. Bringing your knee as close to the earth as is comfortable for you. Once again, you can gaze over to your right hand if you would like here. We're finding those belly breaths to feel that gentle twist in your midsection. And holding here for 3 more sets of breath. And one last inhale. And exhale. Return to center. And drop your right leg, straighten it down to the mat. This time, hug your left knee into your chest. Once again, exploring any movements that you feel your body needs. Roll out your ankle, roll out your knee, whatever feels best for you. And return to stillness. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Bring your right hand to your knee. Outstretch your left arm. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Drop your knee over to the right hand side. And we're holding here for another moment in time. And we're taking 3 more sets of breath. Completely filling your stomach as you inhale. And relaxing as you exhale. One last inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. And drop your left leg. Here we're going to take a full body stretch, reach up towards the ceiling, reach up overhead, and stretch head to toe, activating each muscle in your body, lengthening between each joint. Take a minute to relax, and then however you want to get there, we're going to roll over onto our stomachs. Sit on your stomach. You create a pillow with your hands and rest either cheek. From here, if you're like a hip opener, just bend your knee out to your side, creating almost like a 4 with your legs. We're going to hold here for a moment in time. As you inhale, feeling the gentle pressure of your mat, massaging your front body, allowing yourself to sink into the earth. And a few more breaths in this position. If you would like to switch legs, you can do that as well. You feel any tightness in your hips, send your breath there, or keep both your legs straight, whatever feels best for you. And you could straighten both your legs. And starting with whatever foot you would like, just bend your knee and take a hold of your ankle. And once again, still holding in this gentle stretch for a moment in time. Allowing your upper body the moment to relax and melt and decompress. And if you would like to switch legs here, you can do that as well. Loosening any tightness you feel in the front of your thighs. And when you're ready, you can release and lower as well. Coming back to center, place both your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to press back into child's pose. Finding that gentle decompression in your lower spine, lengthening through your fingertips and lowering your heart down to the mat. And we're going to hold here for a moment in time, finding that peace and quiet in your heart center. Finding the intention you chose in the beginning of today's practice, all the feelings of positivity and hope and peace to start off your new year. As you hold, focusing on your breath, letting your stomach fill the space created between the tops of your thighs. Imagine each pump of your blood, each inhale and rush of breath, sending this energy to each and every cell in your body. We're gonna hold for 3 more intentional breaths. On your next inhale, slowly rise, coming to all fours, and allow yourself to lower down into cobra pose. We're starting in face pose with our elbows and our palms on the mat. Drawing your shoulder blades together, lifting your chest, and opening your front body and your chest for the first time in today's practice. Allowing your inhales to open your throat and open your front body, feeling your light radiating outwards. If you would like, you can straighten your arms and lift even higher into cobra pose, keeping the tops of your thighs and your glutes engaged to ease the strain on your lower back. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. Deep belly breath, inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Lower into Sphinx. Tuck your toes, and we're going to press into downward facing dog. And taking a moment in this stretch here, walk your dog out, alternate bending your knees. Take whatever movements feel good for you. And when you're ready, slowly drop your knees, coming into tabletop position. As we're at tabletop, allow your wrists to be balanced under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And on your next inhale, drop your stomach, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. Lengthen your whole front body. And we're going to take a few sets of cat-cow here. So on your next exhale, round out your spine, gaze towards your belly button. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. And take these movements at your own pace, whatever feels best for you. Try to find movement between each and every vertebrae. We're going to take 2 more breaths of these movements. And when you feel ready, returning back to stillness and back to your flat back. I want you to draw your right knee forward, walk your hands forward, straighten your left leg, and come into pigeon pose. So lying your right shin flat on the mat. And framing your knee with your elbows. Allow your body to lower down towards the earth. And find this stretch wherever is comfortable for you. You could be sitting on your heel, resting your hips on the mat, whatever feels best for you. And once again, we are going to hold here for a moment in time. So get comfortable. Send your breath to any tense muscles you feel. If holding in pigeon pose is too intense, you can always shift your hips towards the right onto your mat and lessen the bend in your knee. So you're resting on your right hip bone. And we're going to hold in this pose for 3 more deep sets of breath. And after your last exhale, take your time to slowly rise and unbend your knee, coming back to all fours. And once again, we're going to press back into child's pose. Finding your center once again. Taking one last deep inhale and exhale. Take your time to lift to all fours. And we're going to repeat our pigeon pose on the left-hand side. Bringing your knee forward, straightening your right leg, and dropping down towards the earth. Once again, get comfortable, let your head and neck relax. We're going to hold here for a moment in time. Holding here for 3 more deep breaths. And when you're ready, take your time to slowly unfold, slowly rise, fully to all fours, and back into child's pose. Once you're in your child's pose, I want you to lift your hips up off your heels just a little bit, creating space under your right arm, and thread your left arm underneath, dropping your shoulder and your ear down to the mat. So your tailbone's lifted, you pulled towards the ceiling, and your head, your neck, and your upper body all being pulled down towards the earth. Finding that gentle decompression between each and every vertebrae. We're gonna hold on this side for another moment in time. Focusing on your belly breaths. Take one last deep inhale and exhale. Unwind back to center and thread your right arm underneath this time. Once again, holding here for a moment at a time. Sending your breath to maybe any tense muscles you have. One side maybe tighter than the other. Allow yourself to melt down into the earth. And holding on this side for 3 more sets of breath. After your last exhale, take your time to unwind. Come back to center. Take a child's pose. And then however you want to get there. Sit your hips on your heels. Take your time to get up to be seated in the center of your mat. Pressing your hips back onto your mat. And coming to a tall and straight spine. If you would like here, you could sit on a pillow or a blanket. And you can keep your eyes closed if you would like. Feel that lengthening happening through the top of your skull, lifting through your whole spine. Take a deep inhale and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Continuing to lengthen. Opening your whole front body here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring your right hand down to the mat and lean over to that side. If you would like here, you can bend your elbow, whatever feels best. Feeling your left hip pressing down into the earth and lengthening through your whole left side body. As you inhale, letting your breath expand out through the left side of your rib cage. And slowly rise back to center. Reach both arms up overhead. And reach a little further. And exhale. Bring your left hand down to the mat. And lean over to your left side. Once again, you can place your hand between your shoulder blades if you would like, just to further that stretch. Taking one last deep inhale and exhale. You can lower your hand and slowly return back to center. We haven't moved our upper back too much this practice. So on your next inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. And then draw your shoulder blades together. Drop them down. And bring them forward to your front body. Take a few more of these movements at your own pace, doing whatever feels best for you. Exploring these movements, exploring all the muscles in your upper and even mid back area. I'm going to do 2 more breaths of movement. And one last deep inhale. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and hold. Breathe in a little more air. And exhale. Completely release and shake it out. Once again, we're going to inhale and reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale, open to your left side. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Reaching your left hand behind you. Now you can press into this stretch as much as you would like. Whatever feels best for your body. Allow yourself to gaze over your left shoulder. As you hold here, take a moment to focus on lifting your chest and lifting your upper body. Creating more space in your midsection for your breath. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly unwind back to center. Taking note of how you feel. Or the sensations traveling through maybe the right side of your body. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Deep inhale, reach up. And exhale, open to your right side. Pressing into your knee and gazing over your shoulder. And once again, we're holding here for a moment in time. Letting your chest lift towards the ceiling, lengthening your body. And taking 3 more belly breaths here. And one last inhale. And exhale. Unwind back to facing center. We want you to place both your hands on the mat in front of you and let your head and neck relax. And just hold here in this gentle stretch for a moment in time. And when you feel ready, begin to crawl your hands forward, keeping your head and neck dropped towards your mat. And we're going to hold here for a moment in time, allowing your muscles to adjust, allowing each vertebrae to open up. And slowly walk your hands over to your right hand side. Keeping your hips pressed into the earth to feel that deep stretch through your side body. And on this side, taking 2 more deep belly breaths. And walk your hands over to the left side. And 2 more belly breaths on this side as well. And take your time. Slowly walk your hands back to center. And then keeping your head and neck relaxed, walk your hands towards yourself, unrolling your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. And lastly, lifting your gaze. Over here, place your hands behind you and straighten your legs. Picking any movements you would like here, letting our blood flow all the way down to our toes and the soles of our feet. I want you to point your toes and flex them towards your face. Touch your toes apart as far as you can and scrunch them together. Take any more movements you would like here. Really getting your blood flowing and warming up your feet. When you feel ready, return to stillness. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale, fall forward towards your feet. And once again, we're holding here for a moment in time. Find whatever stretch is comfortable for you. You could bend your knees if you would like. We're just focusing on letting our body and our muscles relax. Once again, taking those belly breaths, taking deep inhales. Maybe as you exhale, you relax a little deeper into the stretch. We're going to hold for 3 more sets of breath. And on your next inhale, slowly rise once again, 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming back to a tall and lengthened spine. From here, bend your right knee, placing your foot flat on the mat. We're just going to hold in this stretch. Do like a deeper stretch. You can cross your foot over your knee. We're gonna hold here for a moment in time. Focusing on letting your breath expand outwards to the top of your thigh. Focusing on the muscles in your hips, in your upper thigh, wherever you feel a stretch. And holding for 2 more sets of breath. And you can uncross your foot, straighten your right leg, and bend your left, repeating on the other side. Hugging your knee tight to your chest, and crossing your foot over your knee if you would like. Focusing on letting your breath fill your body. Now we're going to hold on this side for 2 more sets of breath. When you're ready, slowly uncross your leg and straighten your leg. From here, you place your hands behind you and let yourself fall back onto your back. We're going to end in the same Shavasana we started in. To get comfortable, let your legs fall where they may. Let your hands rest at your sides. Palms up to receive energy, or palms down to ground yourself. Allow your eyes to flutter closed once again. Allowing the only movement to be the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Think back once again to the intention you set, to the year you had. Think about all you accomplished, all you overcame, all the joy you shared. Think about the journey you had. And now think about the journey ahead. As you inhale, inhaling the possibilities of the upcoming year. Allowing yourself to be filled with love and joy, peace, excitement, strength. Take whatever word or words you feel you need and send them to each and every limb with each inhale. Take the next few moments for yourself to allow your body to physically relax. Allowing your mind to find quiet and breathe. Begin to bring yourself back to this physical moment. Feeling each inhale and each exhale. Finding the stillness you have in your mind and carrying it back into this moment. And waking up your body and wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, taking any movements you need. When you feel ready, you could roll over onto either side. And take your time coming to be seated in the center of your mat. Thank yourself for coming to today's practice. Thank yourself for the amazing you had and for your upcoming year. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, the light in me honors and bows to the light in you. And namaste.